All right, so the purpose of this video is to introduce everybody in the class to the CSC119 Introduction to Programming site. And we're going to go through it together quickly so that you guys kind of have a great idea on how to be successful this semester and what to expect, okay? So, and where I've added certain things. So let's kind of go through this. So, if we go to content, okay, well, let's do this first. Course home, all right? So, all right, so in here you got my introduction right here. My name's Michael Seeley or Mike Seeley. Contact information, all right? Shoot me a phone call and leave a message if I don't answer, or you can email me through the site. I always check my site. If for some reason I'm not getting a hold of you, try my mss18@hotmail site, but that's probably last resort. Use my email here or call me and leave a message. If you call and don't leave a message, I probably won't call back that number, all right? So make sure you leave a message. I might have announcements up, but I typically like to email the class if, there's something I want to share with you, okay? I figure office hours can be Monday evening and Saturday morning. Typically, what I've experienced though is if you guys have a question, I'll answer it, and if it's a question that I think everybody might have or a few people might have, I'll respond to the whole class. We do have WebEx webinars. Haven't had a whole lot of success getting students to sign into that for demonstrations. I think probably because of all the videos I've created for this class, they help answer any questions that you have, okay? So make sure you're always checking your email for this class, which is, up here. There's your email. All right, so anyway, let's start looking at content so you understand what's important here. All right, so first of all, let's go into syllabus. All right. Course materials, that should give you all the information that you need for your textbooks that you need to order. I don't know how to do this. I do know that once you guys set it up, it should be good to go. Once you're signed up and you purchased your books, they should display because I've used a demo student, and that demo student can view the course material. So, which are your two ebooks. So, grading and evaluation. Let's look at that real quick so you know what we're grading and what projects are going to be doing. So if you come in here, this is your grading summary. You've got discussions. We're going to do an intro discussion. That'll be due quickly. You'll have 9 separate discussions throughout the semester. First projects that we do have to deal with number systems. There's a Module 1, Chapter 1 assignment, Module 2, Chapter 2 assignment. There's 2 program-only assignments. There's 1 pseudocode only assignment, and then there's combined pseudocode and programming assignments. So no tests or quizzes, just a lot of discussion and pseudocode and your individual projects that were due, okay? Let's go into rubrics next so you can see how I grade everything. Okay. So if you go into here, it says go to the tools, rubrics. So that is more tools right here. And rubrics. So let's look at a couple of the rubrics quickly. All right, for discussions. All right. Levels and criteria. So once the class is complete with their discussion and everything's been due and I go through and grade, all I do is go through and I fill out this rubric, okay? Knowledge and understanding, okay? Did the student express complete understanding of the topic? Support that understanding with facts. So in each of your discussions, okay, you should use numerous external sources, okay? I am going to assume that you use at least 2 sources to back up whatever argument you're making, okay? If you use 2 sources, I'll give you full points. If you use 1 source and you cite everything properly, or you don't cite it properly, you go here. You use 1 source and there's no, you don't cite it, I'd give you this right here. Grammar and spelling, I mean, it's a college class, so you should be using complete sentences. You need to respond to at least 2 of your classmates. So if you don't respond to 2 of your classmates, I'll fill you out down here. So, read this rubric and go through it before you complete your discussion question, because as a student, you want to know how the teacher's grading. And if you're not getting the score that you want, look and see how the teacher is or the professor is, grading you, okay? So there's that. Let's go through the next one, which I think is your pseudocode. Flow chart. How about we do pseudocode right here? Is your pseudocode clear and understandable? Does it accomplish all of the objectives of the program? Do you properly indent your pseudocode? I made a video on pseudocode. I'll show you where the video is, but I gave you an example, and there's also examples in your book for writing pseudocode. If you're not writing it properly, you're going to get marked down. Does your program make sense logically? Was it thought out well? Could you convert your pseudocode to a written program fairly easy? Okay. So you can look at the rest of the rubrics. Okay, there's a program rubric and a flowchart hierarchy rubric, and you can see how I'm going to grade you. All right, so if you want your full points, make sure you follow the rubrics, okay, because that's how I'm grading you. All right, let's see here. Let's go back to content. Course schedule. All right, so here is the semester course schedule. These are what's expected of you and your due date. I mean, when it comes to like reading, I can't know that you read the chapter, all right? So you need to just kind of follow along with this. First thing that's due is this exploration number system and student introductions. On the 9th, we've got, different assignments, okay? Now, I'm probably going to use this video for semesters later on. So those of you that are in semesters past these dates, just know that this course schedule is in the same spot. It will just have different due dates for you, okay? But the assignments should all be the same. So just make sure you're following this course schedule, okay? else is important on here? Okay, so as we go down over here on the left side, we went through the syllabus. You should see e-text. These are the different books that you'll be working with, okay? You should be able to click on them and go through them. These books do a really good job with examples, okay? I'm not going to ask you to do programs and pseudocode where there's not examples in the textbooks. So follow the textbooks, okay? If you need extra help, though, what I have done is, well, and I'll get to the videos and data files in a second. Let's get to that in a second. So each unit is broken down into these modules, okay? So module 1, where is it at? Module 1 has readings, okay? Tells you which chapters in your books to read, all right? And then there are assignments for module 1. You've got discussions, there's student introductions, that's going to be due, and then you've got flowcharts and pseudocode discussion. Then we've got our assignments for the module, and then we just move right along. It's the same thing every chapter, reading and assignments, okay? What I've done is I've gone out of my way and put videos up here for you guys of a bunch of different things with Word document assignments to help you along, okay? So in the first module, your assignment is to work on number system conversions, okay? If this is the first time you've done it, it could be difficult for you. So what I've done is I've created a worksheet for you that you can look at, and you should be able to understand, for instance, well, download this, because when you view it in here, it doesn't look proper. So, where is it? Where can I download this? Download. So if I open this, you'll have to save it, allow it. Okay, so it should open up my Word document. Okay, and you're gonna have to enable it, and then you can do whatever you want with this document. But for instance, this is a converting binary to decimal. Okay, so if you have a binary number, your binary number is 11011010. Okay, the way that you would turn that into its decimal equivalent of 106 is you would basically follow along what I have right here. There's no number in here, so 128 doesn't work. There's a 1 in the 64 column. Okay, so 64 gets dragged down. There's a 1 in the 32 column. There's a 0 in the 16, so that doesn't get dragged down. There's a 1 in the 8. There's not 1 in the 4. There's a 1 in the 2, and there's not one. So basically, you take these down, add them together, and you get your decimal value. Now, you're going to want to read the chapter on this, but I've given you examples of how to do this. Binary to decimal, decimal to binary, okay, decimal to hexadecimal. Hexadecimal to decimal, decimal to octal, octal to decimal, and here are your answers for everything, okay? This is just my practice sheet. This is what I would give my high school students, okay? You guys will have your homework assignment, and you'll have to do a bunch of these conversions. So my worksheet should help. Now, the video section, none of this stuff in the video section has anything to do with the class, meaning, all the work should help you and support you in your online class, but none of this stuff is required work that you have to do in here, okay? What I've done is I've gone through each chapter and I've thought through, hey, what are things that you might need to know and to help you out with your programming, and I'm trying to be proactive so that you guys can figure out the work on your own, and if there's questions, take a look at these videos and worksheets first, and then ask me questions through email later, okay? I've made a ton of videos though, but like chapter 1, Chapter 1 tells you a funky way on how to create code and then run it using your command prompt. Don't do that. Download NetBeans and create this Hello World program that I made a video on. Okay, you can sit here, you can watch this video, downloading NetBeans. This is easy stuff that you guys can do, and shouldn't be an issue for you guys. Trying to think what else is on here. I'll consistently email you going, hey guys, look it, you need to write a pseudocode program. Here's a video on it. Watch it. Okay. Later on in this semester, there are files that you'll need. That's why I called them data files. If you go to the top here, here are your data files that you'll need for a few different programs. But I think this is a pretty good introduction to the class and what is expected. Shoot me an email if you need help with anything, and I will be in touch. Thanks. Bye.